Right, welcome to the introduction to studying A-level economics at Harris Academy, Greenwich. My name is Ben Keeley. I am the lead economics teacher at Harris Greenwich and have been for the last 7 years. We are delighted to welcome you to a little brief introduction to how it works with us, what kind of the key things that we study, the exam board, some other key details, and just a general few questions and answers that might crop up when people are considering what to study. Are a great option. Now, what is economics all about? So what you can see here really is an overview of why studying economics is so important. Okay, you see here that what we're trying to enable students to do is to contend with some of the contemporary issues that we face in society, whether that be climate change, whether that be inequality, whether that be unemployment, whether that be problems with trade as a fallout of the Brexit negotiations. Economics furnishes us with the ability to understand and to impact all of these issues. Next is it brings together a number of skills really from a number of different domains, and we include things like the kind of maths and quantitative side. There's some diagram analysis, there's calculations, there's those kind of skills students need to bring, but also of course there is arguments to be made, essays to be written, debates to be had in economics which require other skills, and economics really is a synthesis of those two domains. And finally, we think economics, as I've already mentioned, is a wonderful platform to go on and to build to the next stage of your education, because it offers you a pathway to work, to university, to competitive universities that is very well trodden by our students over the last 5 to 7 years. What is it that we study? Well, as an overview, we study what's called microeconomics, which is about individual markets such as agricultural markets like, I don't know, wheat, coffee, rice, those kinds of markets, or product markets like the car industry or the computer industry. Okay, so that's microeconomics. But equally, we look at macroeconomics, which is how does the economy work as a whole? Okay, and that's right, why are some economies growing and becoming richer, whereas other economies are not growing, they're shrinking and they're becoming poorer? Why is it that some countries trade in certain ways, whereas other countries trade in different ways? How is it that there is unemployment in one part of the country and less unemployment in another part of the country? So economics tries to do the microeconomics, the small stuff in individual markets, but also macroeconomics, the big stuff. Okay, at the end of 2 years, this is how you're going to be assessed. We study the AQA specification, the most popular A-level specification for economics in the country. It's a good one. It's very thorough. It's tough, but it's fair. Okay, and we think it offers the best pathway for students to success. The kinds of assessment you get in your exams at the end of the 2 years are multiple choice questions, which are really tough. but they're really they're good to get into, and they're good to as a fast way of working out whether you understand something. We use them a lot in lessons. There'll be some calculations. There is a little bit of mathematics in A-level economics, which is why we asked for you to get that grade 5 in GCSE maths. There's extracts to read, for example, on economic data and on current situations or things that are happening with the economy. And then there's comprehension questions based on that data. Then there's diagrams to draw, and there's also essays to write. Okay. So lots to do in the exam. You've got 3 2-hour exam papers at the end of the 2 years. In order to come and study economics with us, like I said, you need that 5 in grade maths and a 5 in English language or literature. Okay, so getting that 5 is very, very important in maths and English. You cannot study economics without it, you know, because it does require a good standard of mathematical ability and the kind of ability to convey and express ideas that require that English grade 5. And like I said earlier, students will typically study economics as part of a kind of math science combination, or they will study it as part of a social sciences and humanities combination, like you see there on my slide. A question that I often get asked, is it permissible to study both economics and business? And the answer to that is definitely yes. We wouldn't necessarily recommend it, in the sense that we would prefer perhaps a slightly broader set of choices, but if you have your heart set on economics and business,